something you talk about on your channel all the time. Guy,
Yeah.
I have my Bitcoin position. I have my ETH position. I'm ready. I want to take a section of my portfolio, put it into some quality altcoins. For 2024, I'm putting you on the spot here. What are 5 on your radar?
Okay, 5 on my radar. I'm still very bullish on decentralized storage. I know that's a little bit dull perhaps to many people, but data storage, the amount of data that we're creating is only getting larger. That needs to be stored somewhere. I don't think centralized storage solutions like AWS and others are the way forward. So there are some cool crypto projects that do that. Arweave is one that I'm watching closely. I have had that as part of my portfolio in the past, and I think that is a good one to consider. So that's Arweave AR. One that I'm bullish on for a long time. I still hold a lot of Atom. I think the Cosmos ecosystem is great. I think there are some amazing projects building in there. So I like Atom. I like Cosmos. One particular Cosmos project that's caught my eye recently, we've just been working on a review of that, is a cash network, which also is kind of decentralized cloud storage and computing. So those are 3 to look out for. Then I'm kind of looking, and I think an interesting Ethereum alternative, and also something that could be part of the Solana killer narrative. At the moment, Solana seems to be the big Ethereum competitor, if you like. I don't think we can use the term Ethereum killer anymore because that's just stupid. Solana seems to be the big competitor. So I think that a big narrative for the bull cycle could be, what are going to be the Solana competitors, or the Solana killers, if you like. And I think one that's worth looking at in that regard is Near Protocol. I think they've got some amazing tech. One of my colleagues recently.
If you look up how to invest in crypto or crypto YouTuber, 2 or 3 clicks, you're going to come across a channel called Coin Bureau. Okay. And you just heard from the guy that's the face of the channel, that runs that channel. His name is Guy, allegedly. And he just gave you 4 recommendations for 4 tokens on one of the largest crypto channels on YouTube. Okay, crypto is really big on YouTube. Okay, is not so big, especially not the legitimate stuff on TikTok. It's growing on TikTok. There's hardly no activity on Instagram or things like that, but people seem to gravitate to YouTube because YouTube, for now, is where you sit down and learn, and you're willing to spend some time and things like that. Okay, so to be clear, Guy is probably, if there was a vote, he would probably, especially now with BitBoy Crypto being, losing all of his credibility, he would probably be voted as the number 1 crypto influencer, if not number 1, definitely, top 5. There's no question. Okay. And so I'm going to do this part of the video like I'm new to crypto. Okay. I'm brand new to crypto. I have some money to invest. I need to know what cryptos to invest in. I know how to get on an exchange, perhaps, right? I know how to do the basics. I've done, KYC if I've had to do that, right? I've looked up that part, but what do I invest in? Okay. So why not listen to the number 1 guy, no pun intended, a guy from Coin Bureau. All right. So let's look up the projects that he's talked about. Okay. Right. And so right now I'm going to impart a bit of knowledge that you're probably not going to have. All right. So this is going to be the part where I cheat a little bit, because coming into crypto, you may not know this. Okay. And that is, typically even though past performance does not equal to, future performance. That's what they always say, right? Typically, things that have done well in the past do well in the future. That's just the bottom line. And that's true for stocks. That's true for real estate, right? Many people fail to buy real estate in an area because the houses are too expensive. That's what they say. Man, this house is too expensive. The values just keep going up. And what they'll do is they'll buy a cheaper property with the hopes that the cheaper property is going to go up, even though the cheaper property does not have the history of going up. The more expensive property has the history of going up. Well, what oftentimes happens is the property that you think is super expensive, if you fail to buy that, that keeps going up for whatever reason, right? It's a $500,000 property, $400,000 property 5, 6, 7 years ago. Now it's worth over $1 million, 1.2 million. And yet that $200,000 property that you bought 4 or 5 years ago is still worth 200,000 or maybe even less. So it's true for just about everything. It's true for the S&P 500. It's true for most stocks, right? So me coming from a stock background, that is the mentality that I often have. What was done in the past, okay? And that's not something that crypto people look at, okay? So here's Guy. His first recommendation was Arweave. And what we see happening is, okay, if you got in back here in 2020, right? It was $3, $2. You could have got it for that. And then it went up to $76. Made 20 extra money. Okay? But since then, right, what has happened? It has gone down and down and down and down and down. Okay? And perhaps I need to go back and see when this video was done. Maybe only because he mentioned it in the video has it gone up a bit in the past month. Okay? But if you had seen that same video here, you're down. Here, right? Even at the beginning of the year, right? You're up like 5, 6, 7%. Okay? So, I mean, for me personally, I'm not going to make a decision to get in this. You can do what you want. I don't like that recommendation based on what I've seen so far. Okay? So, what was the next one that he talked about? Okay? Cosmos, which that token is Atom. So, let's take a look at them. And I want to look at Atom over the last year. If it will let me. Over the last year, Atom is down 8.7%. Okay. And if we go to all, again, back in 2020, same time period, that's called a clue. Atom was $4.50, $5. It dipped down to $2. 2022, it went up to $32, $40 actually, right? And then since then, it is down, and you could argue it's down for the year, but technically it's up, I guess. Well, actually, no. If we go to January, no, it's down for the year about 10%, right? So just looking at that, there are other metrics to look at, but you're new to crypto, right? So you're looking at that, and that doesn't look all that hot either. Okay. One thing now, what I'm gonna do is keep switching back between what a newbie would do and then me starting over in crypto, right? The thing that jumps out to me about Adam is this right here: max supply, unlimited. What that means is that whatever the schedule is for tokens being released, there is never a finite number. So since there's no finite number, the supply will just keep increasing, increasing, and increasing. It's an inflated inflationary token. Okay, maybe perhaps back in the day I might have listened to Guy, but not today. You don't want to deal with inflationary tokens. Bitcoin has a limited supply of 21 million, right? And just briefly, where this is being borrowed from is Ethereum. Ethereum does not have a max supply. So a lot of these Ethereum supporters, which Guy is, which Altcoin Daily is, right? They don't recognize that. And so they will recommend a project that kind of models itself off of Ethereum. But let's just take a look at Ethereum real quick, because everybody will tell you to invest in Ethereum. If you look up any type of crypto video, if you search for any type of website or anything like that, they are going to tell you to invest in Ethereum. Okay? And so if we use the same test going back to 2020, Ethereum was like $200 something, and then it went up to almost $4,000, only hit $4,000, and then crashed like everything else. For the year, it's up a bit, okay, right? So, but again, there's no max supply. And if you go back far enough, this doesn't show it, but the Ethereum price got up to close to 2,000 5 years ago, and you see that's where we are now. So it has done this year, good this year, right? Let's look at the 1 year. 1 year it's up 76%, and it has done good in the period that we're comparing all these other coins to. 2020 is up almost 10x, right? So why would you get into something that models itself after Ethereum when it hasn't beat Ethereum? It hasn't beat it, right? And so the whole thing with Cosmos and a lot of this Solana and others is they hope to beat Ethereum. They say they're going to beat Ethereum. They want to beat Ethereum. In reality, they don't beat Ethereum, period. There are very few people using the actual Cosmos blockchain. Okay? Again, this is not something that you would know as a new person, but as a veteran, I know how to look up the stats, right? And, there are people using it and so on and so forth, but compared to the top few blockchains, nobody's using Cosmos. So you have an unlimited supply. You don't have a lot of people using it. What's going to push this? It doesn't mean they're bad people. It doesn't mean, anything, but we're looking for an investment. Okay. So I'm not going to listen to Guy about that one. Okay. The third one I'm not familiar with. Let me see. Is it coming up? Like, okay. A cash network. Okay. So let's go back to all, and it's a similar thing. No, notice how it's a lot of similar stuff. Okay, going back again. If you got in early 2020, it was 45 cents. Now it's $1.72, but it got up to $7-8, and it has dropped since then. For the year, it is up. It is up for the year. Okay, that's good. It's up like 8x for the year. Interesting. Okay. And then, of course, we have a bump because Guy mentioned it. That's why it's up right now. Right? So maybe I might look into this. So, again, the first thing I look at is the supply. This is the first thing that I look at. And what I see is that the max supply, there's a couple of things I look at. Max supply is 388 million tokens. There are 222 million that are out. That means there's still another 160 million or so tokens to be released. Okay? That's not good. So what I would want to ask is a cash network something that you have to mine or something that you just buy? Okay, and so I can just real quick click on the website link from CoinMarketCap. I always use that, okay, because this is the safest link. If this is compromised and this is a problem, but CoinMarketCap is gonna 9 times out of 10 have the right link, right? So use that. So I go here and I'm seeing things about the cloud. So this is probably like cloud storage. Okay, peer-to-peer and private layer 1 protocol built using Cosmos SDK. You don't know what that means, but I'll get into that a little bit. Let's see here. They're talking about GPU, so maybe it's some mining. GPU visibility as the proliferation of large language models and AI. This is especially true for brought several quality of life improvements. Quality of life, really? Including increasing GPU visibility and giving providing more flexibility, increasing GPU visibility. Yeah, not mining. Right? So let me get into, let's see, the token. And there we go. A cash network token is the native utility token of a cash network. AKT is used as the primary means to govern the network. Okay, so what does that mean? It's a voting token. It's a voting token. It's not something that you gotta have. It's a proof of stake voting token. Voting token don't do nothing. Period. They just don't do anything. On the Cosmos system, you use the Cosmos token. Just like on the Ethereum blockchain, you use ETH. Right? So unless this is being used for gas, if you're an AKT person, right, you can comment, but I'm pretty sure everything on Cosmos is going to use Atom. Unless this is being used for gas and unless there's growth on the network, then this isn't something that I would be interested in, right? Most cryptos, like, not most cryptos, but you'll have a good idea, but the token has to be required. Okay? And what I know from my experience is storage tokens, right? Which the biggest storage token is something called Filecoin, literally Filecoin, right? And I'm going to show you what happened to this token. And this is something that I predicted when it happened, something that I told, my students what would happen. Look at this. I told my students here that this was one of the worst tokens in crypto and that it was going to crash. And look at what happened. Okay. So it doesn't need the token. You can operate a storage network, right? Like Amazon is the biggest storage network in the world. You don't need an Amazon token to run it. You just pay them. Right? And it's the same with this. Even a so-called decentralized storage thing, you don't need it. They're not requiring you to hold the token to use the network. It's not required anywhere, right? So you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So this is the number one storage token again, right? And this is going to go down some more. The other thing that I didn't like, you see this. This is wild. Max supply again, nothing there. The guys behind this token are the guys behind the Gemini exchange. And they are two of the most crooked individuals in crypto. Okay, just flat out. 9 billion fully diluted. But even looking at the AKT token, the thing that I didn't like, I don't even know anything about them, just learned about them. And their fully diluted market cap, which again is something you're not going to understand early on, but something that, you'll understand later, or hopefully after this video, 669 million. Okay, now let me just show you something. Okay, this is a list of the top 100 tokens. This first page, the top 100 tokens in crypto, in all of crypto. And once you get to like number 50 something, all of these companies are less than $1 billion in market cap. Okay. These are the top cryptos in crypto. Some of these never made money. Some of these started, at very low market caps and blew up. Okay. But these are the top ones. These are the most known tokens, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So why would you be looking at a token? This is true for anything. Matter of fact, where is AKT should be up here. Let's see if CoinMarketCap will play games like this. CoinMarketCap doesn't even want to put them in there. Right? They do stuff like that. They only want to promote what they want to promote, which is also a problem because most people in crypto will gravitate to these coins because these are the ones that you see. But if you look at AKT and we go back and look at the market cap, the fully diluted market cap, that's what you want to pay attention to. The fully diluted market cap is 669 million. You never want to pay attention to the current one because these tokens are going to be released. Now you can go and see the schedule and see how long it's going to take, and maybe it won't be affected as much. But the bottom line is these tokens are coming out. And when you introduce more supply, the price 9 times out of 10 is going to go down unless the demand is outstripping the supply. Okay. So again, something that I wouldn't have known first day in crypto, first week in crypto, but this is something that I know now. But again, because of the video, because of God, this might pump a little bit. If we get into a bull market, this might pump a little bit. But I'm telling you, the token is not required. So, number one person in crypto, probably one of the biggest channels, the tokens that he's giving you, this is this might be the only one I would even consider taking a chance on, but looking at the market cap, I would not. The other ones are not good investments, period. So when I came into crypto in 2013, it was much easier to make a decision of what to get in. And so the reason why I had courses and why I work with people one-on-one who have the capital, or I do these kind of videos is because it's a lot harder to figure out what to get into. It's a lot harder. And I try to appeal to the regular person, the person who's going to be investing, like less than 200,000 in crypto, right? I don't appeal to the, institutional investor, the person that's coming in with, 400 or 500 million. They're the ones that's going to look at certain tokens. Like, they're not going to pay attention to anything unless it's billions in market cap already, right? So I don't appeal to them. I'm appealing to the regular person who's got 20K, right? Who's like trying to do something better for their life, who see that their 401k isn't doing anything. Your 401k is robbing you. I'll have to do a separate video on that. I think I already got a video on that, right? So people who want to, invest in crypto for themselves, right? So knowing what I know now, starting from zero, okay, I want to go back and I don't want to keep looking at this. What would I do? Okay. So first of all, most of the time, if you started with CoinMarketCap, you're going to miss out. Now, I will go here and I will look at, what's trending. Okay. And I can just tell you flat out from what's trending without wasting a lot of time. I spent too much time on that first section. That nothing up here is worth investing in, with the exception of Bitcoin. I don't think that you should be in crypto unless you own some Bitcoin. Period. Okay? Bitcoin is it. Bitcoin is the most decentralized crypto. It's been around for the longest. It's proven. People are using it in the real world. It has use case. It has utility. It has, withstood regulation and so on and so forth. Right? Which pretty much every other token has not gone through. So if you're in crypto, you should be in Bitcoin. So out of the ones that I saw there, I wouldn't even entertain any of this based on what I know now. Okay. So appealing to the regular person, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the diamonds in the rough. We're trying to find the startups. And we're willing to take a bit more risk, right, to do that. But what's going to happen is, if you're able to invest in these startups, you're looking at a minimum of 100x gain. Just like the people who invested in Bitcoin back here. Bitcoin was a startup back here. Wasn't so much a startup when I got in it in 2013, but I was still early. Okay, I was able to get Bitcoin at $1,000. That's called a clue. Right? So my techniques, like, if you want to judge my techniques, I got Bitcoin for $1,000. Okay. So what was it about Bitcoin that drew me to it? Okay. Everything that I was talking about. I looked at the history of Bitcoin. I saw how it was growing. People were talking about it positively. I saw actual use case, people using it, utility, all of that. And so that's why I bought it at $1,000. And then as soon as I bought it, it dropped 85% in a few months. But, I held on, which is another clue. I talked about that in one of my latest videos. What do crypto millionaires do? Right? So we're looking for things like this. And trust me, it's not easy. For those that wonder, man, why do people pay for courses and this and that? Yeah, I don't even have an active course right now, so I don't have anything to sell you, right? But I'm just telling you, it's when you get into a new industry, you should invest in education. And you should invest in education from a person who has done what you're trying to do. My story is I come from an impoverished background, right? Nobody ever gave me anything. And, I took my refund check, right, that I got and invested it into Bitcoin and later on other cryptos. And now I live off crypto. So if you can identify with that, if you can identify with someone literally taking a few $1,000s and turning that into not just a lot of money, but the ability to passively live off of it, then I'm the person that you should be listening to. And that's why people over the last couple of years have invested in my education, because I provide value, right? But today I'm giving you some of that for free, okay? So in order to find these cryptos early on, it's going to be tough for you to find them on something like a CoinMarketCap. You're going to have to go to something like this site right here, which is Deck Screener, okay? And I'm just going to tell you right now, right off the bat, it's very difficult to find stuff. The information on here is skewed. People lie. And most of these are scams, okay? And to be honest, I don't like the way these things work. I really don't. But this is the reality of what you would have to do, right? So if you look at this is the home page. The first thing you're going to notice is this token right here. I just want to talk about this because even when people are going to a decentralized so-called site, even though this is not, but I'm just saying, when you're looking for early stuff, this is the mistake that they're going to make. They're going to look at the top things, right? So if we click on this, I'm going to click on this, right? And I see the market cap. Now, you notice that compared to the other things that we were looking at, hey, the market cap is pretty low. 76 million versus the other stuff that we were looking at was like, much, much, much higher. Right? So again, if we're thinking about, hey, maybe this could be, a top 100 token on CoinMarketCap, we're talking about $1 billion market cap. So we're talking about potentially making 10 times our money. Right? That's good. That's what we want. But that's not the only thing that we have to look at. So the first thing we need to see is, okay, what is this? What is this about? Right? And so naturally what we're going to do, if it's available, is we're going to look at the website. Okay, so now one of the things that's jumping out at me is there's a lot of people saying red flag here. So that's interesting. Okay, I don't pay any attention to these guys right here because they lie about stuff. They just lie. So I just don't even pay them no attention. Right? If you grease their palms, or if they know you, or if they're in on it, they'll just make up a score. That's just the reality. So, but if we go to the website, okay, XAI's first product is Grok, a system with a bite of humor. What? As of recent developments, Elon Musk's AI startup has been working on its own version of ChatGPT called Grok. This conversational AI model, equipped with internet browsing capabilities, can answer questions and engage in discussions similar to ChatGPT and other text-generating models like, Grok leverages and okay. So this seems like, just looking at this, there's no other information. But a new person, you would think, oh, This is the token for Elon Musk's AI system. That's what the average person is going to think. And I'm going to tell you right now, the average person would be wrong, very wrong. Okay. How do you know that? How do you look that up? Well, if you search Elon Musk Grok, you'll find a number of things, especially Elon Musk saying, I don't have anything to do with crypto. I don't want anything to do with crypto. I will never do a crypto project. Okay, so that's clue number one. Well, here's an article here saying Elon Musk's AI project inspired meme coin Grok falls 74% on creator scam claim. A meme coin drawing its name from the Grok AI project plummeted after allegations that its social media account was recycled from that of a former scam token. Okay, and this came from Zach XBT, who is a blockchain detective, if you will. Bro is good at what he do, right? So he put out, not that people in this space will care, but Grok was created by a scammer. Same Twitter account has been reused for at least one other scam. And he shows it. He shows the other scam. He shows it going down, so on and so forth. Okay. And if you go back here, where am I? I don't know when this came out, but you can see there's a significant dip right here once that information was put out. Now, for whatever reason, it has come back a little bit. But, okay, so what do we know from that information? We know that Elon Musk did not create this, somebody else did. Okay, that's not something that you would know necessarily from the website. You would, they're putting, hey, there's a Elon tweet on here. It must be about this. You wouldn't have a website with just an Elon tweet. There would have to be more, right? If Elon is going to do something, right, he's going to come out and announce it and all that. You're going to have publications and stuff like that. That didn't happen, right? So already, okay, so this is just somebody doing something. Right? Now it can still go up. As you can see, it went up, and sometimes meme coins do that. But you have to ask yourself, okay, what type of long-term prospects does this token have? Is there something special about it? Does it do something no other token does? Right? And if you research that, you will find that the answer is no. Right? So perhaps this is the difference between, perhaps if I first got into crypto, perhaps I would invest in this. But knowing what I know now, I would not invest in this. Period. Okay? And I'm going to show you, I don't even know if this is the right one. I'm going to show you another example. This might be too new. Let me see if this is the right one. Okay, yeah. Same thing, okay? This week there was big news out of Binance that CZ, the CEO, is stepping down. Okay? For whatever reason, this is how crazy this part of crypto is. This is how crazy the decentralized part is. Anybody can create a token. So this isn't the only one. A bunch of people created CZ tokens. And I'm seeing the stuff go up, and I'm saying to myself, why would I want to buy a CZ token? Well, is there something about the CZ token, something different, something special? I've never been to this website. Okay, this is a tribute. The person who sacrificed himself for us. 100% community driven. Okay, yeah. Literally, oh wow. Literally a picture of CZ. And then other memes. You know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy, man. So I'm saying to myself, why would people buy this? Like, and of course, look at the volume. It's got 2.7 million in volume. But what happened? It went up, and then whoever, I'm not gonna do no research on this. The dev sold. Somebody with a bunch of tokens sold. It sold. So all the gains were gone. So it went up. Whoever got in early made a bunch of money. It got sold off. Okay. So typically, I'm going to give you one of my secrets here. Even though I'm looking for startups, typically I only consider investing in a crypto startup that's been out for at least 15 days. And I know that sounds crazy. Man, just 15 days? Why? Because of stuff like this. Because literally most of these projects don't last that long. So if you just wait 15 days, if they're still around and they haven't crashed and they're doing what they say they're gonna do and you know things like that, then at that point I will consider it. Right? So I won't even consider this right now because it's a nothing token. And you know, CZ was not a part of Ethereum, he was part of Binance. So if anybody was gonna do something, it should be Binance Smart Chain. You know, which we're going to talk about in a bit, but yeah. And you can say the same thing. The reason why I use that is literally you can say the same thing about all this stuff. I can go through all of this stuff having, you know, been in this space and tell you what it comes down to, and is really just either things that Elon has said or influencers or things that's copying off of other cryptos. Things that don't have any real value. Okay, but yet these are the things that are, you know, dominating the space. I want to show you something else. Okay, now I see something here. You're saying as a new person, like, what is this? Bitcoin? And Bitcoin is 11 cents. Is this some kind of new Bitcoin or something? Let's check this out. Man, like, oh, this is like buying Bitcoin all over again. Okay, so I look at it and let's see how long it's been out. Okay, it's been out. It's been out since May. All right. And it's definitely up. What is this, right? So I'm checking this out. This is you as a new person, right? Well, let's go down. The token sniffer says 97 out of 100. Okay. And there's people with red flags. But, you know, it's mostly rockets and fire. So, I mean, that's mostly good. This is looking like something. Let's go to the website. Hello? What?
Thank you very much.
Okay. This is hell no. I ain't accepting nothing. How do you even click that, bro? Get out of here. Bruh. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I can't even. Can we please get off of here? This is crypto, guys. This is not Bitcoin. This is some nonsense called Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 in you. You see this right here. I can't even click off of here. This is insane. Right? This is obviously not Bitcoin. This website is beyond trash. And yet, some kind of way, let's click off of this for this mess up my computer or anything. some kind of way, this is at, let me go up here, 110 million market cap. Now, the way that this has gone up is really troubling, sinister, whatever word you want to use, because people are buying this thinking that they're buying Bitcoin, right? So if you come on, one of these sites, I've never tried this actually. Hopefully Deck Screener is blocking this. Let's see. If you put in Bitcoin, it's the first thing that comes up. It's the first thing that comes up is Bitcoin. In fact, it looks like now, it doesn't look like, other people have also now started to do this. So here's another one called Honey Badger. But if you put in Bitcoin, this comes up. It has a $4 million market cap with liquidity of $5,000, which is like you cannot cash this out. $5,000. I don't know if the liquidity was taken out. Let me see. I can check real quick if the liquidity was removed. Let's do an add remove. I just see it being added. I don't see it being removed. So that means that whoever brought the price down did so because they got a bunch of tokens and they sold. This is the scary part of crypto, guys. You can make a fake Bitcoin. I didn't even know that there were others. The fact that this is out here, right? It's been out there for a while. People are trading it. Look at this. They're trading it. There's volume, right? And even if we go on, if we were to go on CoinMarketCap, you would see that it's on there. Now, CoinMarketCap is smart enough to not have the Bitcoin on. I'm not going to click on this because we got to keep moving. But if you search it here, you'll find it, which gives it some legitimacy. But this is the bad part of crypto. Some would argue the good part. Anybody can make a token about anything, but again, for this to be an investment, what exactly are you investing in? There's nothing special about the token. It doesn't do anything different, right? What does it offer? Is copyright infringement, number one, because you're using Sonic. You're using, a president's name and likeness. You're using Harry Potter. Like, you can just get sued by a lot of people. And so obviously I'm not going to invest in this. Okay. So we're on. This is how it is, guys. This is what it's like when you're on your own, right? Trying to figure stuff out. But here's what I want to do real quick. I'm noticing that a lot of this stuff is on Uniswap. I see this unicorn, right? And a lot of stuff is on Uniswap. And I'm seeing Ethereum and Solana. And I'm seeing a couple Binance Smart Chain, right? I wouldn't know this from starting, but Binance Smart Chain, the fees are much lower. That's something that I got to talk about real quick. Let's say we wanted to get into one of these on Ethereum. Okay. Depending on the time of day, depending on how busy the network is or whatever, your fees are going to be $20 to $40 per transaction. So if you're coming in here with, even $1,000, right, to buy this token, let's say we was going to buy Grok token, to buy it is $20 to $40, to sell it is $20 to $40. So you're spending almost 10% just getting in and out. And you wouldn't know just starting that there are other networks and one of those networks is Binance Smart Chain, and their fees are like pennies, even though more people use the Binance Smart Chain network than Ethereum. So, but it seems like everybody likes Uniswap. So if I come over to Binance Smart Chain and I can look at the different exchanges they have, Uniswap is one of them. Okay. And so the one on top is this right here, add Clash of Adventure. Okay, so let's click on that. All right. Well, this is okay. This has gone up yesterday. It's been out for 15 days. Okay, so it passes that test. What is this exactly? Okay, do we get any type of description? Okay, there's token sniffer not giving anything. I don't see any type of description here. So one thing that I would do, because something is happening because of this spike, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to Google it. Right? So upon Googling it, I'm just going to save you guys time. I found a YouTube video, and the YouTube video shared the website. And what the guy said in the YouTube video is that it's about to get listed on a major exchange. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, okay, we looking at this 10 million market cap. There's a spike. It's been out for 15 days, right? The YouTuber guy said, it's a game and it's getting ready to come out on a major exchange. I'm like, okay, let's check it out. So I go to the website. Website looks pretty good. Dynamic NFT powered locomotives, player driven economy. Welcome to Clash of Adventure, where we revolutionize the gaming experience by seamlessly integrating blockchain and NFT technologies into the world of train simulation. Train simulation. Okay, so is this? And there we have it. Coming soon. So it's not out. Beware of tokens that are selling you a token before the thing that they're saying the token for is out. If it's a game token, the game should be out. It should be out. It should be playable. Why do you have the token if the game is not out? The answer is because they just want to make money. So you can see here, Q4 2022. That was last year. Project inception and team formation. Okay. Concept development and preparations. White paper tokenomics and technical development. And here we are, Q4 2023, tokenomics finalization. Like, dude, whatever this is, I don't know that it's going to take that long, but even if it does, you don't come out with the token yet. You don't come out with the token yet. You you come out with the token when the game comes out. And if that didn't turn me off, this would, okay? This is the token breakdown. So first of all, let's add it up and make sure it's 100. 20, 40, 52, 70, 15, 15. So that's 100%. All right. So liquidity, 20%. That's a bit low. That's too low. Team, 12%. Red flag. Already. Team, 12%. Okay. Here's how I measure things. Satoshi created Bitcoin. He has 5% of the Bitcoin. To me, if you're taking more than 8 to 10%, that's too much. That's way too much. So this is high, right? Community, 18%. I don't know exactly what that means. Marketing, 15%. Marketing is another wallet that's going to be controlled by the team. So now we got 12% that's specifically for the team, 15% for so-called marketing. So that's 27%. 15 for development, and then they have staking. So if I didn't like it before, I definitely don't like it now. So, and the game is not out. So that's done just like that. Okay. So let's go back and see what else is on Uniswap on Binance Smart Chain. Of course, we know about Ethereum, right? And I want to look at some of the other stuff that's going up. Okay, so here's a Maverick token. Maverick is up 8%. And I don't even have to do any research on this. There's only 21,000 in liquidity for 81 million market cap. That's a no. We ain't even got to look at that. I don't need to know what it is or whatever. We don't got to look at that, right? So I see this token called 100. It's not really up today, but it, for whatever reason, it's number 4. Okay. And I check it out. And I see that there's good liquidity. The market cap is 8 million, so that's pretty low based on what we've seen today. Okay. Again, I'm not paying any attention to the token sniffer because they've been giving other projects 97s and they were trash. Okay. But yet I see all these rockets and I don't see any red flags. So the community seems to like it. So let's see what this is all about. So here you are again. You've stumbled upon another meme coin with awesome potential. Yuck, yeah. Are you going to get in? Probably. Are you going to sell after it goes up 10% and bail? Sure would. Except we won't let you. What? You won't let me? 100 is here to help save you from yourself. 100 is the only meme coin with anti-paper hands protection. What the heck is anti-paper hands protection? When you buy 100, will automatically keep you from selling for 100 hours. Huh? Okay, this is what you're saying as a noob. Like, what do you mean you're gonna keep me from selling from 100 hours? What is the point of that? You won't be able to sell or transfer for 100 hours, and no one else will be able to sell either. No one, not even the devs. Why 100 hours? Because most anons can't even wait that long to sell. In 100 hours, some meme coins have changed lives, but usually people cheat into another project and lose out. Don't be that guy. Joins us. Okay, so this seems kind of hokey or whatever. It's like, okay, let me go to the website. Let me see what's up. And at least it's something that I haven't seen before or whatever. Okay. And so the first thing I recognize is there's a contract for BNB and Ethereum. So that means it's on 2 different chains. Okay. And it's on the website. So that means that they're a part of it. Right. And then they have something called Watch the Latest Episode. I'm going to click on that in a minute, but I just want to see what's up. So here's a little something. We just turned $100 into $205 with this meme coin. $44 gas fee. I just talked about that. So obviously they're talking about Ethereum. So basically they didn't make any money, but they made 2x their money, but they didn't make any money because of the gas. Let's party in your mom's basement. Yuck, yeah. You're like the best trader ever, bro. You're the man. I know, right? I'm going to post that trade on Twitter. Look, bro, isn't that the meme coin you sold? So now the meme coin has come to the party. This is you looking, okay? Now, I know about this, obviously, guys. I'm just telling you how you would be going through the process. And now, now the meme coin gets me every time. Has grown up while they're partying. Still bullish paper hands. And now it's $1 billion market cap. and they're saying we shouldn't have sold. We could have been millionaires instead of hundredaires. Okay, so this is interesting, if nothing else. And here's what we just read. Here's a breakdown, right? So let's go back to whatever this latest episode thing was, and let's see what that's about. Okay, and now this, they got produced videos. We haven't seen this from other things. Like, this is professional. Like, this is this is not Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, whatever the heck, right? There's obviously some people behind this. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna play this whole thing. This is great. You can watch it yourself. You can play it yourself. But okay, this tells me that there are some professionals behind. There's some adults behind this. They're telling a story. This is wild, right? So just from looking at this video, I'm impressed. Just from looking at the video, like, this is impressive, right? So now, I might just buy off of that, but we're going to continue to do our due diligence, because we got to check over here to see, first of all, if it's on CoinMarketCap, and it is. So it's on there, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with everybody else, which is we want to see how it's been performing. Would you look at that? Yo, would you look at that? Has this thing been performing or what? Yeah, whoa. This is crazy, right? It's come down recently. But this was going up like crazy. I would want to know maybe what caused it to go down. But obviously people are making money here. And, some people are going to sell. That's going to make it go down some. But this is crazy. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's look and see if all of the tokens are fully diluted. And this isn't showing it. So now I'm going to want to find out. Well, here it is here. Self-reporting circulating supplies 101 billion. Total supplies 101 billion. So I don't know why a max supply wouldn't be showing. I would need to do more research on that. Okay, so you know what? This is what we can do. We can come over here. We can do research here. And we can look at, let's see. And there it is right there. 101 billion tokens. So it's definitely 101 billion. Right? And yeah. And then you can see the holders here. Right? It looks pretty evenly distributed. It's pretty new. So, you know what I mean? Like, some people are going to have bigger bags or whatever. But this looks pretty interesting. So these are the type of things that you're looking for. Now, from here, you should, check out the Twitter. You should check out the Telegram before you invest your money, right? But just look at how much we've seen so far from something like this than we've seen from just about anything else. And, of course, it's been out for more than 15 days. We just saw that on CoinMarketCap. It's been out for months. But if we go back here, what is it? Is 614 holders We've looked at other stuff and it had 14,000, 15,000 holders. This has 614. So it's like, okay, man, this has some room to grow, right? So these are the kind of things that you're looking for. And I'm just going to tell you guys, you'll search for months and months and months and won't find anything like this. And so that's why if you do, right, you know, once you've done your research, you check the team, the group, you ask questions, whatever. This is something that you might want to take a chance on, right? Because the market cap, again, 7.9 million. I have to do this because I literally just cannot. I cannot believe this. Like, I legit cannot believe this. And that is, you know, this junk right here. I cannot believe that this is at 110 million market cap. And we went to their website and it was literal trash. Literal trash. So what is it about this? This is what I'm asking myself, you know, as a person that's not in crypto. What is it about this that garners so much more attention than, you know, a project like this that, you know, is doing original stuff? They're not copying off anybody. It's an original idea. I don't really know the significance of the 100-hour thing yet. You know, it's somebody just looking at this. I'll find that out. But, you know, of the things that we've seen today, you know, that's something that I might consider, you know, taking a stab at. So, you know, based on what we've seen today, you know, if let's say I got $10,000, it's clear that I want to be in Bitcoin. So I'm going to put some in Bitcoin, but I realize Bitcoin is the biggest, right? It's 739 billion. So how much more can that grow? You know, I don't know, but, you know, I need to research. But I'm literally not comfortable putting my money in anything else. Maybe Ethereum, right? You know, as a new person, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put some in Bitcoin, but I'm definitely going to put some, right? And let's just look at Bitcoin. Why would you put some in Bitcoin? I'm definitely going to put some in a project like 100 if I can find it. It's done incredibly well, right? I want to find out, you know, if there's anything I should be concerned about. And this is what you do. And so literally, this is what I spend all my time doing, or at least I used to. What I spend all my time doing, trying to help people find projects, right? My students and things like that, right? And you see how difficult it is. And I don't charge a monthly fee or anything like that. You know, all my students paid me one time. I'm just showing you what Bitcoin has done over the past year, right? So that's definitely looking good. And then we look at Bitcoin again. Test my theory. If it's done well in the past, it's a better chance that it's going to do well in the future. Well, in the past, it's up. You can't even count this number. This is called a clue. Yes, it's been dips, but this is called a clue that, hey, this is continuing upwards. And so maybe, you know, with the other tokens that we look at that look like this, maybe those dips are opportunities as well, right? So this is literally how I would go about things if I was starting fresh in crypto. You see, it's not easy. It's very hard. But the message is, a lot of times, most times, the things that the influencers are telling you to get in, right? Like, I'm just going to do another one that actually I'm going to do a couple more that for sure people are going to tell you to get in, right? Like they mentioned in that video, Solana is like the next, you know, thing to challenge Ethereum. Solana is not a challenge for Ethereum on any level, anywhere, anyhow. The Solana blockchain has broken dozens of times. Dozens of times. The only reason it's being considered is, frankly, is because there's some big, powerful people behind this. I won't get into that, but that's the truth, right? It is not a viable blockchain, but you're going to hear people, talking about it. Again, max supply. It's not missing like 100. It actually says that it's unlimited. You don't want to be in stuff with an unlimited supply. Eventually, it's just going to go down. So this is just basically like the dollar money printing. We're getting into crypto to get out of inflationary stuff. So why invest in inflationary stuff? Okay. And certainly another thing that you're going to hear about is XRP. Everybody's going to tell you, oh, get in that. This might be the worst token in crypto. If you're in XRP, sorry, I'm not sorry. This is literal trash. And I'm going to share with you again, they don't have an unlimited supply, but 50% of the tokens have still yet to be released. And it's already worth 62 billion. Right? Or once all the tokens will be released, it's worth 62 billion. Right now it's worth 33. You got 50% more tokens ready to be released. And it seems like every time XRP goes up, look at this. It goes up, it gets shot down. Now, the reason why that is because the supply is only controlled by a few people. That's why that is. Right? So, these are things that you're not going to know as a new person. That's why I'm doing this video. This is the way that you go about looking at an investment. And, if nothing else, right, has it beat Bitcoin? Just look at that. Has it beat Bitcoin? So over the past year, XRP, amazingly, is up 50%. Okay, that's great. Well, over the same time period, I just showed you that Bitcoin is up 129%. Okay. And if you would take a look at 100, right, it hasn't even been a year and is up a googobs percent. We don't even know. So that's your test. If it hasn't beat Bitcoin, right, you might as well just get in Bitcoin. And a lot of these recommendations by people have not beat Bitcoin, right? So that's my approach. That's how I've made money. And just real quickly just to wrap it up, has it just been Bitcoin for me? No. I was able to get in Chainlink. I'm gonna show you really quickly. Come on. I got in Chainlink way back here. Is my price even on there? My price is somewhere in here. 17 cents is what I got Chainlink for. I'll show you this real quick. BNB. I got in. I'm just showing you that my strategy works. Again, look at the past. I got into BNB way back here at $1, an actual dollar. So it must have been somewhere before this date. $1. What do we see over time? Yes, we see dips, but it's going up over time. Okay. What do we see with the supply of BNB? Okay. Total supply is 151 million. Circulating supply is 151 million. So that means all the supply is out. What people don't know, what you don't realize is BNB is actually deflationary. So they actually burn tokens every quarter. So the supply is going to actually be less. It's going to be less than what this is. You see what I'm saying? Nobody, I haven't seen 2 videos talk about BNB being deflationary. People are just now excited that Ethereum is not deflationary yet, but it has a chance to be. BNB has always been deflationary since they announced that they were going to be burning. But yet people still hate. People still throw CZ under the mud. You know, like it's just crazy, right? So you have to be somebody to find these tokens. You're gonna have to be somebody that doesn't listen to popular opinion. You're gonna have to learn. People say do your own research, but do you know how? Do you know how to do your own research? And I've just shown you a glimpse of just a little bit of the things that I do to discover. I will go further than this. I will go to the point where now I'm contacting the founders if they can be found. And even if I have to pay them or whatever for their time to talk to them, or if they're anonymous, if they would talk to me anonymously, whatever, like I'll find out everything that I can. You just don't want to be, a moon boy that just jumps into, a token because it's trending on these kind of sites. That's the way that you're going to lose your money. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.